Hi everyone, it's Terry from Terry's Tweetiques. I get a lot of requests on how I do these lingerie pieces, so I figured what better way than to just show you. This is DIY paint, and this one is Hay Sailor. Hay Sailor is a pretty blue, and I'm working with a pink, which you'll see in a little bit, but the clay base to me is a lot harder, honestly, to get it on than regular paint, because you have to be careful. You can pull it back off. The great thing about this is it was already primed, so that made my work 10 times easier. Yes. So it's going to dry a lot lighter than what you see. But if you keep pulling, you're going to pull it back off. Clay-based needs more time to dry, not too much water. Too much water will also pull it back off. So right now I'm just doing the blending. It's not actually a blend, it's like a sloppy kind of blend, bohemian blend. I'm not trying to get a pretty blended look, because that's not what this look is about. It's actually going on really well, the paint on this type of, I don't know if it's paint or primer. I bought it that way and I was just so thrilled because I didn't have to go through all the sanding and priming that I do. So it made my job a lot easier, and the paint's taking very well to it. It's very dry, so that's a good thing. That's why I say it's definitely chalk based or a primer, because you can tell by the dryness it hasn't been sealed. As I get paint on me already. Lovely. I'm always a mess with paint. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are too. You know the feeling. So now I'm just going to kind of just keep pulling it up with the point of my brush to try and get it to go into the pink. Doesn't have to be perfect, because you can go back over on your second coat with the pink and drag back down in, drag it back down into it. So it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to smooth it out so it's not too thick. It's actually spreading on very well on this piece. Normally it's a little harder for me to get the paint to spread as easy. So it's definitely got a lot to do with your texture, your undertone. Not undertone, your under layer, your prep work. Okay, so I don't want to keep doing that, because see, when I do, it'll show the white and it'll keep pulling back. Okay, get down here. Hope I'm not blocking your view. The legs will probably be in the pink also. Actually doing really good coverage, so that's a plus. haven't even had to use water. I got my trusty Mr. bottle, and surprisingly, I haven't needed that. So that's a good thing. Because sometimes, like I said, too much water on the clay base, it'll pull the paint back off. Well, any paint, it'll do that if you keep using too much, but on the DIY, it will definitely pull it back off quicker. So you don't want to miss too much water. Unless you want like a drippy effect. Okay, so I know I'm gonna do pink on this beautiful curvy leg, but in case I want some blue to pop through, I'm gonna actually put this on there too. And this might be where the water comes in handy to help get in the grooves, because it has fine details. I don't know if you can see. Gotta prime it. This is a sprayer I bought from the Turquoise Iris, and it takes several pumps. It's like priming it, but it puts out an awesome mist. It's a good sprayer. And Turquoise Iris, if you don't know her, she's an awesome artist, and you can follow her on Instagram, Facebook, and check out her stuff. It's really pretty. See, I don't care if it gets a thin coat because I'm going to go over it with the pink, most likely. Trying to get it down inside of those crevices. Okay, I'm gonna let that sit and dry. And then I'm gonna start up top with the pink.